In order to add, subtract, and multiply radicals, we first need to talk about what a like radical is. There are two things that make something like radicals. They have to have the same index, and they have to have the same radicand. So if you take a look at this, 5x and 2x. Okay, so let's check. Does it have the same index? Yes, they both have an index of 2. Do they both have the same radicand? No, they do not. No, the radicands are different. Okay, how about this one? Do they have the same index? Yes, their index is 2. Do they have the same radicand? Yes. So since both of those are true, index is both 4, or is both 2, and radicand is both 7c. For our next one, do they have the same index? No. And our last one, do they have the same index? Yes, their index is 2. Do they have the same radicand? No, they do not. Why do we need to know what a like radicand is? Well, we can only add and subtract when we have like radicands. Okay, so if you take a look at our first example, notice the radicands are not the same. So the first thing we want to do is simplify if possible. So 2 is already simplified. Nothing we can do about that. 8 can be simplified. Since our index is 2, I'm going to have 3 root 2 plus 2 squared plus 2. Oops, sorry. All right, so now you can see that we have like radicands. Then we combine the coefficients, and the radicands stay the same. So it looks something like this. 3 plus 2 is 5, root 2. It's kind of like if we had 3x plus 2x, that would give us 5x, right? The x's stay the same. So same thing here. All right, so if you take a look at this one, notice that the radicands are not the same. However, I can simplify 12. Actually, let me do it over here. 2 goes into 12 6 times, 2 goes into 6 3 times, 3. Index is 2, so the square root of 12 is going to be 2 squared, 3. So I'm going to get 2 root 3 minus 3 root 3. Perfect. Now they have like index and like radicand. 2 minus 1 is negative 1 root 3, or we could just write it as negative root 3. This one's nice because the radicands are already the same. Indexes are the same. So we're just going to do 1 minus 2, which is the same thing as our last one. We can write it as negative root 6. So that is adding and subtracting. Let's talk about multiplying. So for multiplying, it actually doesn't matter if their radicands are the same, but they do need to have the same index. So you can see the index here is 2. They're both square roots. So the first thing we do is we multiply coefficients together. And then we multiply the radicands together. So negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. And then 3 times 8 is 24. And the last thing we do is we simplify. So we've got 24, 2 goes into 24 12 times, 2 goes into 12 6 times, 2 goes into 6 3 times. So we have negative 4, got 2 squared times 3 times 2. So we're going to negative 8 root 6. All right, couple more examples. So I multiply the coefficients, and then I multiply the radicands. So 15 is 3, and 5, 5, and 1. Oh, I can't make a group of 2, so that's my final answer. All right, and then 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 8 is 16. Oh, the square root of 16 is 4. So it looks like the final answer for this one is just plain old 12.